Hi guys, this is RazRevenge5 and Adam Mark 98 with our E3 review, and we are currently on Mob of the Dead, which is actually my first game on Mob of the Dead. I finally have my HDMI cable, so now it's at 1080 resolution. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the different games that are on E3 and the events that are going on. Now Adam Mark 98 will actually tell us about E3 and what's been going on.
Yes, thanks Ryan. This year's E3 has been one of the most eagerly anticipated, for the simple reason that both Xbox and PlayStation are both launching 2 new consoles this year. Beforehand we hope to find out more about these consoles, and let's just say we certainly did, didn't we, Ryan?
Yeah, at the moment I'm not sure who's actually better at the moment, Xbox or PS4, but they're both actually as good as each other, because in other ways they've both got new stuff. For example, the PS4 actually now has parties where you can actually speak to each other, whereas Xbox already did. But there's also features that the Xbox didn't have that PS3 had originally as well, so let's just could say that there is a lot of new things going on.
I mean, first of all, I thought that I'd be definitely getting PS4, but the way Xbox have performed at this year's E3 has made me really reconsider. Because before E3, there was a bit of controversy with the Xbox leaking data, like giving Sony more space for E3. But let's just say with the space that they got way more. They got
way more what? Way more bases, maybe.
Yeah, they've got way more bases than what they've already got. So let's just say they've certainly performed above standards. I mean, the one game that I'm really looking forward to playing that was advertised there was probably FIFA or Watch Dogs.
Well, I was thinking Call of Duty Ghosts. Not that, well, I'm a big Call of Duty fan, but I'm also thinking about the new stuff they're putting, like you can actually play the dog, and also new mods that they're putting in, new features that they're actually putting into the game, and just other stuff in general.
I mean, what really surprised me about COD Ghosts to E3 was how much publicity it got, because of the dog, and all you had on Twitter was things like hashtag COD Riley, hashtag COD Riley.
Yeah, you know, like at the moment it makes it seem that the dog is the main character in the game, no one else. So it makes it look more, I don't know how to explain it, because mainly the whole character is the dog, no one else. So it makes it look, I don't know, that they run out of ideas, kind of, that they have to make a dog as their main character.
I mean, it has been rumoured that the 2014 edition of Call of Duty, which has already been rumoured to be a Call of Duty online, like they've currently got in China, where you can access every single Call of Duty multiplayer map and most campaigns.
But well, from what I've heard, they're actually adding in customizations as well, where you can customise your character, you can customise weapons with loads of different attachments. And I just think it's going to be really good. I
mean, that's great, because on occasions when I've been online, I haven't been happy with the outfit that I've got on. Like, say on Overflow, like, all three basically look the same, like same stature, same height, same everything.
Yeah.
It'll be a hell of a lot better the way it's going to be.
Yeah. But the thing that really disappointed me about E3 was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It really was quite glitchy.
Completely.
Yeah. Well, I mean glitchy, I mean like just dead bodies flying around, and well, just the overall stature of the game.
I mean, from the way it looks at the moment, I think it's basically just an add-on to AC3. I mean, we know for certain there's going to be a couple more sequences on campaign with Captain Edward Kenway. So whether that's going to be a flashback sequence at the start or not, we don't know, but it should be good, but still not looking forward to it.
But the thing that really disappointed me is how it's going back in time instead of forward in time. So Captain Edward Kenway is actually Haven's father and Connor's grandfather, which is, well, it makes kind of sense in a way, see how the origins came from and how Haven turned into a Templar, but I don't know, it just seems a bit over the top in a way, because it's not really related that much to how it is at the moment with Desmond in 2012 and the end of the world. So I don't know how that's going to really relate to it in any way, but how it's going to help what they're looking for now. So I'm not really sure how it's going to help.
I mean, in my opinion, I think that Black Flag should have been released simply as an add-on, because it doesn't seem all too different from AC3, and also I think the Mayan thing is sort of a bit outdated now because obviously the world didn't end in 2012, no matter what, like some people thought.
Well, let's just say it's only a game. It doesn't really matter if it was going to end in 2012 or 2024. It doesn't really matter. But as we're going to say, it's only a game, but it's a really big franchise of a game. But it's a bit disappointing to put it down like that.
Well, in my opinion, I think that Ubisoft are running out of ideas for AC3, and I think this year is maybe the last if it doesn't perform. Which the way it's going, it doesn't look like it will.
But the thing that I thought looked really, really cool, that I think most of our viewers actually agree with this, is Battlefield 4.
Oh, completely. I mean, I've had Battlefield 3, never really had it before that, but I think I'm definitely going to get Battlefield 4.
But if you compare Black Ops 2, which is like the newest Call of Duty, which is currently on now, and you compare that to Battlefield 3, which came out in about 2011, wasn't it?
Yep.
You say Battlefield, so you say about that, and you compare it to a new game of 2012, you can see that it's a lot better in ways, because it's including a lot more features, a lot more weapons. It's just, the overall story is better.
In my opinion, I think that Battlefield 3 was well ahead of its time, and it looks like the way it's going, that Battlefield 4 seems to be the same.
But if you've seen the gameplay for a Battlefield 4, it looks actually really amazing. With all the new weapons you have, all the new attachments, just basically everything.
The thing that stunned me the most is probably the graphics. Like, it's a massive difference from Battlefield 3. I mean, obviously with technological advances and stuff, it's bound to be better, but it still really surprised me. So, what did you think about Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs I haven't actually watched yet, so I need to check that out actually. I've seen some of E3, not all of it, so I need to check out the rest of it. But, do you know anything about the new FIFA?
Yeah, I don't know much, but I know, like, certainly they're adding to the career mode and the Ultimate Team mode, but in my opinion, I think this year's Ultimate Team has been very, very poor the way it's managed. So, and basically, for me, anything would be different.
Yeah, but for me, every year, FIFA has been kind of the same. Cause I'm not really a FIFA fan myself, but I've played every single one of them. And I thought it hasn't really changed that much in a way that, graphics-wise, Ultimate Team-wise, they're all basically the same, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though. That doesn't really matter to most people, but some people can do. But people might actually agree with me, but I'm just saying, it's a bit... I don't know, it's a bit outdated for me.
I mean, have you seen the FIFA's so-called understudy PES this year? Looks completely different. Looks like they finally got the license to a couple more clubs. Look, the gameplay looks miles better. I think for the first time, it's gonna, in terms of sales, it's gonna really rival FIFA.
But there's many other things in E3, wasn't there? Like The Last of Us as well, which is a new PS3 game, which looks really, really cool. That I've really wanted to have for a long time now.
Yeah.
So I might actually think about getting that. But by the looks of trailers and the adverts, it looks amazing.
I mean, obviously on PlayStation 4 we've got the E3 booth, and that's got information about The Last of Us. And I have to admit, the storyline is, even though it's still an action game, it's still quite touching, the storyline about the two main characters. To be honest, I know it's already came out, and I can't wait to get it.
Yeah,
but sorry, Xbox users, you can't get it. It's PlayStation only.
Yeah, but see, there's from the makers of Uncharted, which is also another really good gaming franchise. I'm going to think that's going to be a really cool game as well. But moving on to other subjects, like the next generation console, we talk about Xbox One and PS4, but what about the Wii U and other consoles?
In my opinion, I think the Wii U is a bit dated. I mean, it was announced last year, obviously, it came out last year, but even so, it still looks like it hasn't really has its reputation. As not many games have really came out, and the Nintendo press conference was nothing special. The only thing that was really big about it was new Super Smash Brothers.
But Nintendo has kind of proven itself in a way with Mario Kart 8, but that's the only thing that I've really noticed.
Yeah, and the other thing with Mario Kart is that it hardly ever changes. Every single time it comes out, it hardly ever changes apart from terms of graphics, like the maps never change, other things never change.
But the only thing I've noticed about the last one that came out on DS, I think it was, Wii U, I don't know what it was, but the other Mario Kart 7, where I think it was, they've added a lot of new things to it, like the controls, they've added the underwater driving, they've added flight to it as well, but I don't know what they've really added to the new one, because I haven't really seen much gameplay for it, but as I say, they might have changed it a bit, they might not have, we just need to see.
That said, I don't think Nintendo forgives possibly the worst game that's been unveiled at E3. I think that only goes to Xbox's Project Spark, which for those who don't know is basically just a rip-off of Little Big Planet.
And also another one for all you Minecraft fans out there as well, it has been confirmed that they're also bringing back Minecraft, definitely for Wii U, and they might actually be bringing it back for Xbox. PS4, they also might be bringing that for as well. I'm not sure if it's certain yet, but it's definite at the moment, definitely bringing it back. So we'll just need to see what that's going to be like. So for all you Minecraft fans out there who have Xbox and PS4, well, who are getting it, so that might be definite yes to that.
So the Xbox One, what do you think about that, Ryan?
The Xbox One, in my opinion, I'm still getting PS4 because I'm a PlayStation person. PS4, well, no, sorry, Xbox, they have been really good consoles, but I just like PlayStation because I'm used to it. I know a lot of good YouTubers use Xbox, but I just want to be a bit different and use PlayStation. But as you've seen from the PS4, like from the reveals and also new features included in it, I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think Xbox One, basically, I mean, have you seen the console? It just looks the same as the original Xbox, which could be a factor in the reason why it's called Xbox One. But, so it seems like they're going back, what they're going to call the next one, Xbox Zero or something like that.
I don't know, but I don't know how it jumps from the 360 to the One. I don't really get it, because PS4 is more like intact with it, because it goes PS2, PS3, PS4, as you obviously all know, for people who can count. I'm sure most people actually watching this video probably can count, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with for years they have rumoured about the release of the Xbox One, or it was known until about 6 months ago, the Xbox 720.
Yeah, but they all think it was called the Xbox 720 because obviously 360, 720 is just double that, so many people actually just think it's called the Xbox 720. And also Microsoft actually said a couple of months back that it was actually called the Xbox 720 and just like released it as the Xbox One months later. It's the same with the PS4. There was a time when I actually called it the PS Orbis. I don't know if you heard about that, but it was actually a small period of time for about 2 months or so where we called it the PS Orbis.
The only difference with the PS Orbit though was that that Sony always intended to be just a working title. Don't know if that was the same for the Xbox One, but definitely, I think PS4's on when you first access it. It does remind me a lot of Windows 8. Obviously, it's not as Microsoft would sue for copyright infringement, but it is. I think it looks a lot better.
But yeah, that was basically our E3 review, and this is our first Mobile Dead gameplay, and I will see you in the next video.